Hi everybody, this is Cory from the Welcome Home team here at RE/MAX. Today on 9/11, we are here at the Oradell Fire Department. We're going to be talking with the chief and just having an out and about. Enjoy.
Hey, Cory.
All right, give me 1 second. Let me get this on here and then you'll be good. Move in just a little bit for me. Maria, you don't have to, but Joe. Okay, there we go.
Welcome to Out and About with the Welcome Home team. And Cory's just coming inside to the Oradell Fire Department, where I'm here with Chief Joseph Gothelf. And Cory was taking a look at the 9/11 memorial outside. You got that up front. So, Chief, can you tell us a little about that?
Sure. There's always been a memorial out front here. Going back 100 years, firefighters were alerted with a big gong. And you see that still outside today. So for a long time, that was our memorial to our members. After 9/11, a few years after that, we had a great opportunity to acquire a piece of the Twin Towers building, which some departments around here got. We were fortunate we were allowed to be a part of that program. And it was an interesting process for us. That piece was, it was steel that was still inside concrete and literally was a ball of concrete. And you can see out there today, it looks really great. It sat outside in the back here for a very long time. It took us, I'd say, nearly 10 years to develop what you see out there today. So it was a long process, a lot of meetings, a lot of design work, and we drove around to a lot of fire departments to see what they were doing. I think we really have one of the nicest memorials that a fire department could offer today.
Well, I think so too. So, tell us a little about the Oradell Fire Department. How long you been around?
Sure.
How long you been a fireman?
I've been here 21 years. Started as a junior member a long time ago. I've been to the ranks of lieutenant, captain, and chief of the department today. So we have 50 volunteer members. We have a core of junior members who are still in high school that can learn what we do here and hopefully move up one day. So we all volunteer here. Sometimes that's confusing to a lot of people. Everyone has day jobs. I took a little time off today to come talk to you today, talk to you this afternoon. But everyone, for the most part, is a resident of this town, has kids in sports, kids in school, and just like everyone watching, has a lot of other things going on outside the firehouse and other activities.
Yeah. So, what made you first get involved with the fire department?
So that's, everyone's got stories. We have members here that have relatives dating back to the early 1900s that are still here today. My story is a little different. Didn't have any family really in the fire service. A friend in high school who lived in Hallworth was looking to join his fire department there. And I said, oh, that sounds like a great idea. And so that's where we are today. There was right across the street, there was a fire a long time ago from my parents, a kitchen fire that was, I guess, another Kickstarter that got me here and interested in the fire department.
Very interesting. So, where do your volunteers come from?
So you can see there's a lot of names behind us. We have most of our membership is from here in Oredel. We have a few members from outside Oredel. We always ask people, why did you join? That's always an interesting question. And a lot of times it's family. A lot of people were driving by and saw the trucks. A lot of people saw us on scene. We've recruited off Facebook. We've recruited at different events we've done in schools, we've done here. Just this year alone, we've brought on 6 new members. And we have 2 in the pipeline now. So that's probably, as far as I can remember, the most, if we're looking at 8 by the end of the year, that's probably the most we've recruited in a single year.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So, if somebody wants to volunteer, what does that entail?
So it's a tough start. We always say the first year is probably the hardest. Explaining to family that now you have a different responsibility. Just like I said, getting going is hard. The Fire Academy is almost 8 months long. It's for, right now it's about 2 nights a week for about 8 months. And so explaining that to a spouse for the first time that you're going to be out of the house 2 nights a week for the next 8 months is probably a tough conversation. But once you get into it, it becomes easier after that. You know, hopefully when someone comes on, they love what we do here, they want to stay involved, and it's not so much I got to go out, it's I need to be here to help out. So we have an application process. Best is to find us through Facebook or through our website. Even if you're not even sure, just come have a conversation. There's people, we usually meet with everyone one-on-one first to explain the commitment here. It is a hefty commitment. But we're definitely open for a conversation to at least explain what we do and see if there's a good fit for someone that might be interested.
So everybody here at the Oradell Fire Department is a volunteer?
100%. There is no one here that receives a salary. Everyone here is probably at work right now or taking time off, but that's the setup here. And for the most of Bergen County, there's just a few career departments. So if you travel up or down Kinnerkinnick here, River Edge, Emerson, Milford, Paramus, all 100% volunteer departments.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
What's next for the chief here?
So that's a really interesting question. I'm about 4 months left of my tenure here. We're going to be turning command over to some of the officers coming up the line, and we'll go back to sitting in the back of the truck and being a senior fireman here.
Okay.
So.
Tell us a little about what's been happening during the pandemic.
Yeah, so it's we've been talking about this since February. We had put some special conditions here at the firehouse starting in March, where we were taking extra precautions, responding on calls. Just a couple examples, even still today, sitting in the truck, so everyone has to have some sort of mask on. We were trying really early on, we were trying not to be in someone's house as much as we didn't want to be in there. I'm sure residents didn't want us in their house either, just not know what was going on. But we were taking as light a touch as possible, where possible. Obviously, if there was a fire or someone smelled something, that's still checking those things out and investigating what's happening. Month of March, our call volume was down, but I'd say since then we're back up. As far as the firehouse goes, we've lifted a lot of the restrictions as far as being here and the things that we're doing. But it was interesting. It was tough. We were planning for members to get sick. We were planning for a number of people to be out and what we were going to do. But I mean, so thankful that we really didn't have that exposure here in Oredel or the exposure in the firehouse that a lot of other departments and towns were experiencing.
Super.
Yeah.
So what do you want the Oradell community to know about the fire?
So that's a great question. We're in the middle of our fund drive season, just kicked off about a week ago. Everyone should have received a letter in the mail. We are a town organization, and a lot of the stuff that you see here is funded by tax dollars, but there's a lot of things you don't see that aren't.
Give us an example of one of those things.
So there's a lot of training. The town covers a lot of training for us, but there's certain training opportunities that we need some additional funding for. A lot of the events that we host are supplemented with some of those dollars. A lot of the monument was supplemented with those dollars. So every little bit counts. We know everyone's situations at home are very different right now, and we understand that. We're still here, regardless of the donation, we're still here. That's what we got going on right now. Obviously, we're always looking for new members. I said we picked up 8 this year, but we can always use more. There's always a lot of work to do here, and we're dependent on all the members here. So.
Super. Any closing remarks for your audience?
No, this was a great opportunity. A very sacred day to do this, and tonight we will be having a remembrance ceremony here at the firehouse. Ever since we've moved the memorial here, we've been the hosts for the town year over year, and we're really happy that Oredel continues to do this. There are a lot of towns that decided not to this year or went virtual. We thought it was really important that we continue to do this live, and happy that we continue to do so this year.
And so what time will that be?
We're starting at 7 o'clock. We're outside the firehouse here, so we'll be socially distant and obviously open to everyone.
Super. Thank you so much for being with us today, Chief.
Very welcome. Thank you so much.